Welcome to the Unraveling Scriptures channel. You've certainly heard about the Turks, but have you ever stopped to think about the origins of these peoples? In this video, we're going to delve into this fascinating subject. Did you know that the Turks don't belong to just one ethnicity, but rather to several? Each of them carries distinct physical traits, a result of the migrations that the Turks experienced throughout history. This is another episode of our series that investigates the origins of various peoples, as described in the Bible. If you're enjoying this series, be sure to leave a like and comment with new suggestions. Enjoy this video as part of your journey of knowledge, the origins of peoples according to the Bible. The Turkic peoples, also known as Turkic or simply Turkoman peoples, are Eurasian groups inhabiting various regions of northern, central, and western Eurasia. Turks were traditionally nomadic, meaning they lived in motion, following herds of animals for pasture and adapting to different climatic conditions. This contributed to their widespread geographical dispersion over time. Some historians believe that the Turks have a historical relationship with the Huns, an ancient nomadic confederation that played a significant role in Eurasian history during the first millennium CE. There are also theories connecting them to the Xiongnu, a nomadic confederation that existed in Central Asia between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE. Their language belongs to the Turkic language family. These peoples share various cultural and historical traits, forming a broad ethnic and linguistic group that includes contemporary societies such as Kazakhs, Uzbeks, Kyrgyz, Uyghurs, Azerbaijanis, Turkmens, and modern Turks, as well as historical societies such as the Xiongnu, Khazars, Avars, Proto-Bulgarians, Huns, Seljuk Turks, Khazars, Ottomans, and Timurids. The origin of the Turkic peoples dates back to Central Asia, where they originated. Over time, Turkic languages spread through migrations and conquests to other regions, including present-day Turkey, in Anatolia. The First Turkic Empire, known as the Gökturks, was established in the 6th century CE in Central Asia. This empire was one of the earliest major Turkic powers and had a lasting impact on the region's history. Another Turkic empire was the Ottoman Empire. Perhaps the most well-known period of Turkish history is the Ottoman Empire, which lasted from around 1299 until 1922. This empire was one of the largest and most powerful powers in the world for several centuries and had significant influence on the region's history, culture, and politics. Although the term Turk can refer to a member of any Turkic ethnic group, it is also specifically associated with the people and language of modern Turkey. To provide context, Central Asia encompasses vast expanses of steppes, mountains, and deserts, stretching from the eastern Caspian Sea to central-western China, including northern Iran and Afghanistan, as well as southern Siberia. It is widely recognized that Turks have their roots in Central Asia, which is reflected in shared ethnic characteristics, such as slightly almond-shaped eyes. However, due to migrations and cultural interactions over time, there has been a notable blending with ethnic groups from Eastern Europe, the Iranian Plateau, and Anatolia. This has resulted in the adoption of more characteristic traits from these regions and peoples, although almond-shaped eyes can still be observed in some Turkish communities. Some Turks, due to these influences, exhibit features resembling Arabs, especially those with historical connections to the Iranian Plateau and Persian peoples, which can occasionally lead to confusion between Turks and Arabs. Regarding the beliefs and religion of Turks, several pre-Islamic civilizations from the 6th century adhered to shamanistic and Tengris traditions, grounded in spiritual and natural elements of the earth. Tengrism is centered on the belief in Tengri as the deity ruling over all heavens. However, currently, the majority of Turkic peoples follow Sunni Muslim faith. Turks are predominantly Muslim, with Islam being the most followed religion in Turkey and among many Turkic peoples worldwide. However, it is important to note that there is a diversity of practices and interpretations within Islam among Turks, ranging from the most conservative to the most secular. In Turkey, most Muslims follow the Sunni tradition of Islam, with a significant minority following the Alevi sect, which is a branch of Shia Islam, albeit with distinct practices. Alvis have a more liberal and mystical interpretation of Islam compared to Sunnis. Apart from Islam, especially in older Turkish communities and in regions with ethnic diversity, such as Eastern Turkey, there is also a presence of Christians and Yazidis. However, the majority of Turks follow Islam, which has played a central role in the history and culture of Turkey and many Turkic peoples over the centuries. This includes a variety of Turkic ethnic groups such as Balkans, Balkars, Bashkorts, Crimean Tatars, Karachay, Kazakhs, Kumyks, Kyrgyz, Nogais, Tatars of Kazan, Turkmens, Turks of Turkey, Uyghurs, and Uzbeks. Azerbaijanis from Azerbaijan, both from the Republic of Azerbaijan and Iranian Azerbaijan, are the only major Turkic language groups traditionally following the Shia sect of Islam. Additionally, Kashkay nomads and Turkic Khwarezmians, along with various Turkic tribes scattered throughout Iran, also practice Shia Islam. In Turkey, Alvis form the largest religious minority, following a branch of Twelver Shia theology. The main Christian Turkic groups are the Chuvash from Chuvashia and the Gagauz from Moldova. There is also a significant community of Karaites in Eastern Europe, who follow Judaism, as well as Turks of Jewish descent residing in major cities like Istanbul, Ankara, and Baku. In the vast Siberian region, the Altai, some Tuvans, and Khakas maintain Tengriist faith, thus preserving the ancient religion of Turkic peoples. Meanwhile, the Yakuts of Yakutia in northeastern Siberia traditionally follow shamanism, although many have adopted Christianity. Among Turkic peoples, the Uyghur Sari, or Yellow Uyghurs, of western China and the Tuvans of Russia are the only remaining Buddhists. Additionally, there are small scattered Turkish communities practicing other religions such as the Baha'i faith and even Zoroastrianism, an ancient Persian belief. From a genetic standpoint, various Turkic ethnic groups have their roots in Central Asia, which is reflected in distinct facial features. However, due to migrations and intermixing throughout history, there has been interaction with Iranian peoples and various other ethnicities. This has resulted in the incorporation of elements and ethnic characteristics from these peoples by the Turks. Intermingling in Turkey, especially with Iranian peoples, has deep historical roots due to the country's strategic geographic position and the interaction among different ethnic groups over centuries. Turkey, historically known as Anatolia, has been a crossroads of diverse cultures, languages, and ethnicities for millennia. One of the most significant influences in shaping Turkish society is the presence of Iranian peoples, especially during antiquity and the Middle Ages. Iranians, including the Medes, Persians, and Parthians, established powerful empires in the region, exerting political, cultural, and ethnic influence over local populations. During the Seljuk period, 11th to 13th centuries, for example, modern-day Turkey was part of the Seljuk Empire, whose population included a mixture of Turks and Iranian peoples, reflected in mixed marriages and cultural exchange between these groups. Subsequently, the Ottoman Empire, which dominated the region for several centuries, also experienced significant interactions with Iranian peoples, especially during military campaigns and trade exchanges. From a biblical and genealogical perspective, Turks, or the various Turkic ethnic groups, trace their ancestry back to Togarma. Originating from Central Asia, they consider him their primordial ancestor, a descendant of Japheth. Their physical characteristics, such as slanted eyes and Asian features, reflect this origin, although not all Turkic groups retain these characteristics due to migrations and intermixing throughout history. Biblically, Togarma is recognized as the ancestor, but due to cultural influences, including conversion to Islam, many Turks also have a mixture with other peoples such as Iranians, Medes, and Arabs. The influence of Syrians and others in the region has also contributed to the ethnic diversity of contemporary Turks. Share your thoughts on the subject in the comments, and we would also appreciate suggestions for our series as we are constantly seeking to improve our videos for you. God bless you, see you soon.